Something unusual is happening with Samsung's next flagship. There's no dramatic redesign, no flashy spec flex, and no loud marketing push yet. But once you understand what the Galaxy S26 Ultra is quietly changing behind the scenes, you realize this phone isn't trying to impress you on day one, it's trying to change how you use your phone every single day. And honestly, that makes it one of Samsung's boldest moves in years. Welcome back to the channel. If you're here for real Samsung leaks, smart upgrades, and features that actually matter in daily life, make sure you're subscribed because Samsung has officially started teasing the Galaxy S26 series, and with the launch just about a month away, the company is moving very differently this year. The upgrades aren't screaming for attention, they're subtle, quiet, and deliberate. And when Samsung plays it this calm, it usually means something big is coming. The first official teaser didn't talk about performance or cameras, it focused on privacy. Samsung is introducing what it calls an AI privacy display, and this is one of those features that sounds small until you see how it works. When you're typing passwords, opening banking apps, or entering sensitive information, the screen looks completely normal from straight ahead, but the moment someone tries to look from the side, that content automatically fades out. There's no toggle, no dimming trick, and no manual control. The display itself understands viewing angles in real time. That means no more awkward phone tilting in public, no more hiding your screen on buses or in offices. And yes, this feature is expected to debut first on the Galaxy S26 Ultra, which tells us Samsung is building something bigger around display technology this year. Now let's talk about cameras, because this is where Samsung is quietly changing its entire philosophy. According to Ice Universe, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is stepping away from Samsung's long-standing hyper-saturated look. Instead of pushing colors to the extreme, Samsung is aiming for a more natural, real-life color tone. Skin looks more realistic, highlights don't blow out, and shadows retain depth. It's still unmistakably Samsung, just more refined and more controlled. And here's a detail most people completely missed. Default photos are jumping to 24 megapixels. That sweet spot offers better detail than 12 megapixels, more consistency across lighting conditions, and none of the massive file sizes of full resolution modes. It's the kind of upgrade you don't notice on a spec sheet, but you feel it every single day. Samsung is also addressing one of the most annoying smartphone camera problems that even Apple still struggles with: lens flare. Night streetlights, reflections, and ugly streaks that ruin video shots are being tackled through redesigned lenses across the S26 lineup. The goal is near elimination, especially for night video. Samsung phones were already decent here, but this time the improvement could be obvious the moment you hit record. Since 2020, Samsung's direction has been confusing. A company that once led innovation started getting criticized for chasing Apple and slowly copying the iPhone step by step. However, this year genuinely feels different. We'll save that debate for the end of the video because for the first time in a long while, we finally have a clear and complete picture of what the Galaxy S26 Ultra really is. And there are some truly meaningful upgrades here. So for once, we're not starting with the design. Let's begin with the display. Simply put, Samsung is still the undisputed king of smartphone displays, and the Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't giving up that crown. The phone keeps the same massive 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X panel as last year, but the real upgrades are happening under the hood. This time, Samsung is using a new M14 panel combined with COE technology, and that's a big deal. These improvements deliver better color accuracy, higher contrast, sharper clarity, and most importantly, improved power efficiency. While this display technology is technically capable of reaching up to 6,000 nits of peak brightness, reports suggest Samsung will cap it at around 2,600 nits, Demos
similar
and
to the
even
S25
Samsung's
Ultra.
own
And the
explanations
reason is simple:
suggested that
better battery life instead of chasing unrealistic brightness numbers. There's also a brand new and confirmed feature that once again keeps Samsung ahead of the competition: a privacy display. This feature limits visibility from side angles, making it much harder for people around you to peek at your screen. As for the front camera, leaks suggest the punch hole cutout will be slightly larger this year. That's because the selfie camera now uses a wider aperture lens. The sensor itself remains the same 12-megapixel camera we saw on the S25 Ultra, but the field of view has been expanded to 85 degrees, which means better group selfies and wider shots. Now let's talk about the cameras on the back, where the changes are more noticeable. The Galaxy S26 Ultra keeps Samsung's familiar quad-camera layout, but this year brings aperture adjustments to both the main camera and the 5x periscope zoom lens. The ultra-wide and 3x telephoto cameras remain unchanged. On paper, these upgrades may seem minor, but when combined with Samsung's new image processing improvements, we should see a clear jump in both photo and video quality. That said, I still personally wish Samsung had upgraded the 3x zoom sensor. Moving on to performance, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will be powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor. Thanks to Samsung's close collaboration with Qualcomm, we're getting a special 4 Galaxy version with higher clock speeds. Based on everything we know so far, this is expected to be the most powerful mobile chip of the year, even outperforming Apple's A19 Pro. But performance isn't the only story here. Efficiency is just as important, and that brings us to the battery. Samsung is once again sticking with a 5,000 mAh battery for the 6th year in a row, a capacity that dates back all the way to the Galaxy Note era. However, the real upgrade this year isn't battery size, it's efficiency. With a more efficient chip, power-saving display technology, and smarter brightness limits, real-world battery life should see a noticeable improvement. It may not look impressive on a spec sheet, but in everyday use, this is where users will actually feel the difference, and that matters. Charging is also getting a welcome upgrade. The Galaxy S26 Ultra will support Key 2 magnetic wireless charging at up to 25 watts, and wired charging finally jumps to 60 watts, up from 45 watts on the S25 Ultra. That's a meaningful improvement. Now let's talk about the design. The Galaxy S26 Ultra's design is now fully clear and essentially confirmed. We've already discussed it in previous videos, so I won't repeat everything here. What is new, however, are the colors. According to reliable sources like Ice Universe and Evan Blass, Samsung is introducing a new hero color this year, Cobalt Violet. And if you were worried about an orange color option, don't worry, Samsung isn't copying Apple this time. But here's where things get controversial. There are rumors suggesting Samsung might switch back to aluminum instead of titanium, similar to what Apple did with the iPhone 17 Pro. For Apple, that decision made sense due to the phone's bulky unibody design, but for Samsung, this move would make far less sense. The S25 Ultra is already one of the lightest flagship phones on the market, and Samsung has some of the best thermal management in the industry. If Samsung actually drops titanium, it would feel like a step backward, prioritizing cost-cutting over premium build quality. I genuinely hope titanium stays because this is an ultra phone and that's exactly how it should feel. Finally, let's talk about launch details. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to be announced at Samsung Unpacked on February 25th, with availability starting on March 11th. As for pricing, yes, increases are expected this year due to rising component costs and the ongoing RAM shortage. However, leaks suggest Samsung will likely keep US pricing unchanged to stay competitive with the iPhone 17 lineup. Overall, the Galaxy S26 Ultra feels like a meaningful upgrade over last year's model. It's not a radical redesign, but it's a smart, refined evolution done the right way. What do you think about the Galaxy S26 Ultra? Let me know in the comments. For more accurate and up-to-date leaks, check out the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.